Hello traders, Footy Trader here from myfootballtrading.com with another video, and today there are a couple of things to consider. First of all, the international break is over, so I will be recording some videos on the match odds analysis, but first I want to start with presenting you some other tools that I use when trading, and these are some calculators that I have with me all the time. This may, and pretty much this is probably funny to many of you who are using the tools like BetAngel, which is as I know, doing this stuff immediately and automatically. But for people who are not able to access Betfair due to some geographical restrictions and are forced to use some other solutions, some other Betfair clones, they don't work with BetAngel, so we have to manage it in a different way. And when trading a football game, things or the situation in the market may change very quickly, very rapidly. So it is very important that you have something with you that allows you to calculate things quickly. So first of all, this is the very simple match odds calculator, and again, these are all solutions that are available on the internet. It's not that you necessarily need to build these calculators on your own. You can easily find them over the internet. So first of all, the match odds calculator, so very simple. If you know the idea, you can just define the commission here that you have. This is different on many different exchanges. So I have 3% at this very moment. And basically this is a simulation, right? So you can say that if, for example, you start the trade and you lay the home team at 2.20 odds for 40 stake, your liability is of course 48 then, so you're risking 48 to win 40, right? Because in a lay bet, the lay stake is something that you can win. 38.8 is of course with commission included, but then if it's if let's say the home team goes down in a game, then their odds change, right? That they go up. So for example, if the odds are now 5, you can play around with this, and you can see that if you place a back bet of 20 at the odds of 5, you will green up the market. So that's the first one, very simple, right? And you can add to that. You can decide here on lay the away team as well. Let's say that the odds for the away team are, I don't know, 4.45. You can also place a lay bet to see how that affects the results. So before you do that directly on the exchange, you can play around here, in such a calculator. Now, when I started using this, the first thing that came to my mind was, okay, so how do I calculate the stake to make the profit even, right? To green up the market, but in a way that the net profit is even, whatever the outcome. And this is really called hedging. When you back and then lay, or you lay and then back, and you place that second bet to have exactly the same amount of profit, then you basically hedge. And This is another of the calculators that I have, right? Again, not something that I developed. It is available on the internet. So there are three options here, right? The first one is handy when you first back and then lay during the game. The second one is the opposite. You lay and then try to back with a fixed stake. And the third one is with the fixed liability. Yeah. So in our previous example, yeah, if okay, let's say we backed, let's say we laid at 220 for the 40 stake. Liability is 48. So I have it here, right? So let's say it's 220, liability is 48, and I can specify what the back odds are. So if the back odds are 5 at the very moment, so the market moved to my favor, I can secure profit. But how to do that if I want this profit to be equal? This is what the calculator is telling me, right? Back stake to equal is 17.60, yeah? And if I go here 17.60, I can see that the profit if back wins is 21.73 and profit if lay wins is 25.73, so it's equal. Yeah, so 17.60. So if I go here just to prove it, we have back odds of 5 and I go 17.60. I know that you can see that my profit is equal very quickly. Yeah. Similarly, if you first back and then lay, we can do the same, right? So we can even leave that. So maybe not odds 32. Okay, let's say it's 10. That's an interesting one. Yeah, you're attempting a financial suicide. Laid odds are higher than the back odds. Yeah. So let's say my stake was 5, yeah, at the odds of 10. And then if you're backing, you are expecting, or you want the odds to drop. So let's say they've dropped by 50% and they are 5 now, yeah. And you're looking to exit the trade. At that very moment, you can see that the lay stake to equal is 10. So if you go 10, you can have 485. This is including 3% of commission, 385 profit if back wins and 485 if lay wins. So you can close the trade that way. Yeah. So again, very, very simple stuff. Again, I know that there are tools that cover that, and it is pretty obvious for experienced traders. But if someone is starting their trading journey, they might find it useful. And the last one for today is actually the one that I've added here recently. It's called the Dutching calculator. I mainly use it if I trade the correct score market. Again, something available on the internet. Dutching is when and there are two options, right? You can do a fixed stake and a target profit. So basically you have a stake, and the question that you're asking the calculator is, how should I split the stake between a number of selections? I have 7 on my screen, but it can be anything. It can be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and more. So how can I split the stake between those selections to get the same profit on every outcome? Yeah. So this calculator is doing it for you, right? So if I define the stake for 100, still my commission is 3%. And let's say that I want to enter the correct score market and back 7 scores. Yeah, 0-0, 2-0, 2-1, 1-1, 1-2, 3-0, and 3-1. I can define the odds, right, in the market. So I can change them. This is actually the only column that I fill in, because this one, this one, this one, and this one, they are all calculated. So yeah, if I change this for something, let's see, 8, 8, I don't know, 7. Yes, I'm just putting the random numbers here. Then you can see that the numbers are being changed. Yeah, so if I enter the market with those stakes for each of these scores, I am ensuring that I have a Dutch profit of 63.64. If any of these target scores is hit, and if I don't do anything in play, right? Because I can trade out or lay or something like that. Yeah, but if I let the trade run and I hit any of these scores, that will be my profit. Yeah, 61.73 after commission. The other option, looking at the dodging, is you do it in a different way. And by the way, here is the evidence, right? You have the sum of this column, just to prove that it is 100, which is the total stake. This second calculator is different, right? Because you can approach it in a different way. Instead of saying that you have a total stake of 100, you can say that your target profit is something. So let's say my target profit is 75. So I don't care in this scenario what my total stake is. I want the calculator to do the math so that my profit is 75, right? And these are the odds. So how should I split my stake to ensure that profit? Yeah, this is my target, and I don't care what my total is. So yeah, so here is the calculations. The Dutch profit is 75, and as you can see, the total stake is 105.55. Yeah, so obviously, as my target was not to keep the stake over 100, it's in this case more than that. Okay. Yeah, so don't want to make this video any longer than it's supposed to. So just thought that I will present those calculators with you. I strongly suggest to have them handy, have them in your pocket to do some calculations quickly. Again, they are available on the websites, they are available in Excels, but when trading, you need to have the set of tools with you to make sure that you're making good decisions in play. All right, so I hope you found this useful. As always, in case of any questions, please reach out to me by any way possible. I will make sure that I will get back to you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thanks for listening, and bye.